What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Serene Madness. Today I'm doing a VR support video for BladeP5ycho brother Brett, and he's holding a subscriber appreciation giveaway, and he's got some really cool stuff that I want to throw in on. He's a really nice guy. He's been subbed to me for probably about a little over a month, maybe a month and a half. We've been talking, you know, PM and stuff like that, and he's a really nice guy. I like him because he's a little nuts, which is perfect. Just watch his videos and you'll see what I mean. He's a little crazy, but he's really cool and funny. A link in the description box below to his channel, and yeah, so he's a really cool guy. Standard rules apply. You must be 18 or older. Must be an active YouTube participant. One of the questions was, he asks, what knife could you not live without and why? Well, I don't really know the answer to that. I have a lot of knives in my collection, but yeah, there's a couple that stand out to me. One, I'm actually going to cheat a little bit, and I'm going to talk about two knives. One is the one I carry all the time. This is my carry knife, my EDC, and ooh, it's got some funk on it. I'll have to take that, fix that. Well, anyway, this is the BladeP5ycho Persistence. It's just a really cool all-purpose general knife. It's my very first BladeP5ycho. I obtained this from Brother Killer Elite in a sale that he had. He gave me a ridiculous deal on it. Ridiculous deal on it. Very nice guy. I'll actually put a link in a link to him in my description box below too. Really cool guy. Also, Brother BladeP5ycho also does a lot of really cool knife sales, which he's had several in the past month. Which is how I found him. He was doing, he was having a sale and getting rid of some basic stuff and that kind of thing. And I picked up a couple of combats from him, and that's how we kind of met through that little sale. And since then, we've been talking and PMing and that kind of thing. Another knife. This is probably my all-time favorite knife. Well, not all-time favorite knife, but it ranks up there as one of my, I would say, my all-time used knife. It's a classic, it's vintage. This knife, this one right here, this one, it is a cheapy $7 knife that I picked up in the 80s. It's got some blade play in it, and it's very, very old. It's very worn, very used. I use this knife for everything, and it is just a general really cool all-purpose knife. It was cheap. It was $7. It's made by Fury, 440 stainless, made in China, and made by the Fury company. I just like this knife. I picked this knife up actually from Atlanta Cutlery back in the 80s, when Atlanta Cutlery was doing some really, really cool stuff. So here it is. This is I believe it's called the Fury Ball Lock knife, and it's serrated all the way down. I'm not exactly sure what they call that. Is that a Warncliffe style blade? I don't know. Yeah, whatever. This was like back in the day when, like, I don't know, this was like one of the first times I've ever seen like a blade like that shape. The sweep down thing, it was like really slick looking. So I picked one up, and it just became my partner for years. I think I carried this knife for like 7 years until I finally retired it. And the only reason why I retired it was because I had a couple of them. I bought like 4 of these, and I'd lost all the other 3 of them. And this knife is totally out of production now. And they sold these things by the thousands, the tens of thousands. These things were a dime a dozen back in the 80s. Now they're gone. You can barely find these things. I found one guy on the internet that had like a case of them for like $10 a piece. So I did buy a couple extras, but here it is. This is the original one. The unique thing about this knife is another thing that I liked about it, that I don't think I've seen in another knife, is that it's a ball lock, which I've never really seen that before. What it is a couple of knives have them. It's pretty much a button press lock, and if you look inside there, let's see if I can get a shot of it, the liners, there's a ball bearing on the outside of this thing, and you push it and it slides the liner inside it that locks it away so you can fold it. And then it's got a thumb screw, and you just flick it open, it locks in. When you want to close it, you hit the button, the ball thing, and you close it. It's really, really cool design, really unique design. So anyway, congratulations, BladeP5ycho, on all your YouTube happiness. And I really, really enjoy your wackiness. Keep it going. That's the video. Hope it's good enough. I'm sorry for the delay in the video. I've just been swamped, as usual. So, find your serenity in a mad world. I'm out.